Very proud of my wife. We were high school sweethearts. I tell people there are two important things that you need to know about me. The first thing is I fell in love with my high school sweetheart. 37 years later, we are still in love and we're still married. And we're talking about different things, you know, what I'm going to talk about tonight. And but going back to when we first got married, I was 19 and Donna was 18. I had been out of college for 1 year, just finished my first year of college, and we got married, and we decided we needed to set some ground rules if we were going to have a successful marriage. So we laid those ground rules out early. And one of the things that we decided on collectively is I wasn't going to try and run her life, and I wasn't going to try and run mine. And things have worked out remarkably well for the last 37 years.
Wise man.
The second thing you need to know about me tonight is why I'm running for governor. I'm running for a very simple purpose that will have a profound impact on this state, and I believe a profound impact on this country. I'm running to restore the founding principles that made this nation great. You know, values that we once held sacred, such as limited government, personal responsibility, and the expansion of freedom, are now held in contempt by too many politicians in Washington, D.C. And I'm afraid the policies emanating from the halls of Congress have now infected the state of Oklahoma. Folks, I'm concerned about the bailouts. I'm concerned about the stimulus scheme. I'm concerned about earmarked spending. And I'm convinced of this. If we are going to reclaim what is rightfully ours, and that is the American birthright of freedom, it will be when the governors around this nation get a hold and a grasp of their responsibility to protect the sovereignty and the freedom of the citizens of their respective states. I get that. I got to let you know, as I look around this room, and I know a few of you, but there's a lot of people in here I've never met before. And that means you probably don't know very much about me. But let me set your mind at ease for a second. I'm just like you. I am just like you. I have hopes and dreams for myself, for my kids. I have concerns as well. And folks, we are living in some rather perilous times in this state and in our country. And we are faced with some rather dramatic problems today. But I've got good news for you tonight. Regardless of the problems that confront this state and our nation, I'm convinced, as sure as I stand here this evening, that greater truth is more powerful than the problems that we're faced with today. And here is the greater truth. We can truly reclaim that American birthright of freedom simply by doing one thing, and that is returning to those founding principles that I've already mentioned. Personal responsibility, constitutional government, expanding our freedom, limiting the power of the politicians. You know, we do have a balance of power in this country. And we always think it's the judicial, the legislative, and the executive branch, and of course it is. But I want to remind you where the real balance of power comes from. It is when we, the people, stand up for what's right. We've let the politicians run rampant right here in the state of Oklahoma, and certainly in Washington, D.C. And during the Q&A tonight, I'm going to be talking to you about some of the differences between me and my primary opponent, Representative Fallon. And I'll save my remarks for that. But I have a very clear understanding of not only what's wrong in our state, I have a crystal clear vision on how to correct course. I not only know where Oklahoma needs to be, I have a crystal clear vision on how to get us there. Now, I recognize, as I stand here tonight, that I am in a David and Goliath battle. I know that. I knew it the day that I announced. As a matter of fact, I announced 2 months after Representative Fallon announced. But folks, I didn't take a poll to decide to get into this race. I'm in this race for a purpose. And that purpose is to reclaim. That purpose is to restore what is ours. Ronald Reagan said that it's our duty and it is our destiny to preserve in sacred trust mankind's aspiration of freedom for generations to come. Let me paraphrase that. This is our time. The mantle has now fallen on our shoulders. It is our responsibility. I see some seasoned seniors in here tonight, and my hat's off to you. The veterans that stood, thank you so much for your service, for securing those blessings of liberty and giving those to me and my generation. And I have had to ask and answer a very serious question for myself. Randy, what are you going to do? And I'm asking you that tonight. What are you going to do? What's your involvement? Are we going to continue to sit passively by and let the political machine strip us of our freedom? Are you going to get engaged in this process? Are you going to say enough is enough? Draw the line in the sand and stand with me. I've already drawn the line. I'm looking for people to stand shoulder to shoulder with me to protect our freedom so my kids have the same opportunity that my granny and granddad and my mom and dad gave me. I need your help tonight. Are you with me? Yeah.